Okay, I'm going to use this YouTube thing to see if I can't help sell our RV. So as you see listed here, there's a bunch of videos, 12 or 13 of them already, that I made primarily for somebody who was interested. They had two teenage boys and it didn't work out for them. So the videos are there and they're kind of tailored a little bit to that. But I'm going to add a couple more little things here and see if I can't help. So apparently the feedback I'm getting is we had some water damage, and I've said in those videos all along I'm being super transparent, super honest about everything. We bought this thing new in 2007, figuring we are going to own it forever. We've spent on it and kept it updated and repaired, and if anything broke, we fixed it, and on and on and on. And anybody has owned a motorhome know that these things, there's something always going wrong. That's just a matter of fact. Some of them are better built than others, but they're all kind of got their little things. We have some friends that have bought a brand new Super C here a couple of years ago, and beautiful coach. And first trip they took it out on, they turned a corner, and their refrigerator fell out. So they didn't bolt it in. Well, that's what happened with our roof, and that it leaked, and it was a problem. And we fixed it as best as we could. We haven't had any leaking problems since, clear back 2008 9. But it's visible, and you're going to see it. And on one of the videos, it's very clear. So I'm going to get that out up front. I also just responded to someone was asking about squeaking. Well, these things all squeak. They're always, especially a Super C. They're just a big, camper on a big truck. I think ours drives pretty well. It drives like a big Suburban, but it's 36 feet long, 35 feet long, and they're going to squeak. Well, it squeaked and squeaked and squeaked, and my wife would complain about it. It was kind of over her ear, but it finally got to where I got, well, I got to do something about this, and we took it in, and come to find out, it was a problem. When Thor manufactured it, they just cut the chassis off, of the cab for the truck, and put a motorhome on it. Well, they didn't do a very good job of it, and over time it rubbed and squeaked and rubbed and squeaked, and finally there was a small crack, about a little bit less than an inch on the roof of the cab of the truck, where that squeaking just finally gave way. Well, it cost me over $900 to have someone go in there and clean it all up and patch it all and weld it all back together and bond it all and then patch the roof. It looks great. If you take my advice and call our mechanic, an RV guy who's done all the work over the last 10 years, he'll be super honest with you and tell you everything about it too. But I just wanted to go over a couple more things here, and maybe it'll help answer some questions and spur a little activity. I have it listed for 55.9, 54.9. I'm flabbergasted that it hasn't been scooped up already, because I think it's really worth it. But at the same time, I need to sell it. When we bought it, we didn't think we were going to have four granddaughters, and now we have four little granddaughters, and they like to camp and tent camp, and this motorhome's just too big. So we're buying a camper and a truck and downsizing. So all the money, the effort and time and love that we put to this thing, now it's got to go, and someone's going to get a heck of a deal. So just to kind of go over a few things, some of them are repeated in the accompanying videos, but just to make sure everybody knows. So back in 2007, when we first bought it, we installed a 4-inch exhaust and an FE air filter. We installed a fantastic fan and 4 vent covers. We put 4 additional 110 electrical outlets. We installed a 6-volt battery system with 4 batteries and a tray. And we changed out the 6-gallon stock water tank to 10 gallons. A couple years later, we installed some Koni lifetime shocks. We put new sway bars and track bars in the front and back. We put a M&G integrated brake system, which is very similar to Air Force One, if anybody's familiar with that. So that's already in there. In 2019, we put an EGR delete kit in there, which I kept it. So if it becomes an issue with someone with smog control, you can put it back in. We also put a PPI tuner diesel performance chip in there. Makes all the difference in the world. We have our set for a certain range that we drive most of the time in now, and it makes all the difference in the world. We put a new stereo in with a Bluetooth and a color backup camera that has a switch for it, can be off and on at all the times. And then in 2020, we really jumped off a cliff, and we spent over $30,000 on an interior remodel. It's detailed. It's pretty good throughout the videos. If you have any questions or want to go look about it, just Google Apache RV renovations in Las Vegas. This is where we had it done. And they did a spectacular job, but it is what it is. We also installed a sumo spring in the front and a super spring in the back. So, I've been always cautious of being legal with it, but I'm more concerned with safety. So we've just done things to it to make sure that it's as legal as possible. We're typically always at or just over our GVW, but it's made to be safe. Same way with tires. We just put new tires on it the first of the year. We put 16-ply truck tires on it. Definitely doesn't give you the best ride, but I can load that thing and feel totally comfortable that I am not going to have a problem with tires. And we just put, speaking of batteries, we just put over $1,200 worth of new batteries on it here just a couple months ago. Two new chassis batteries and 4 new 6-volt batteries. So we've tried to keep it up as much as possible. Like I said, the water thing is what it is. It's detailed on the video. Just a couple other things. It has an 80-gallon fuel tank, has 83 pounds of propane, 65-gallon freshwater tank, 44-gallon gray water or wastewater, 54 gray water, and again the 10-gallon water heater. So please look at the videos. If you have any questions, you can instant message me or whatever way things go. But we really want to sell us. Make us an offer that's somewhat reasonable, and you're going to be really happy. It's located in Medford, Oregon. We're a couple hours away from there. It's at our son-in-law's. He knows all about it. He has all the information. It's in dry storage. We go to Lake Havasu in the winter, and if we have to take it down there, I'm definitely not going to sell it for what I'm selling it for now. I really think that if I can get in front of somebody who can show you these things, you'll see that this is a heck of a value. Anything else? I appreciate. Sorry for going on and on and on, but good luck to you. Thank you. Bye.